Yo. Check, check. There we go. We're gonna let that timer run all the way down, right?
Yeah. I hear you.
We're
Here you go.
We're gonna give that bitch the full 2 minutes.
This is gonna be the most painful episode we've ever done.
We got something to chat about, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Let's just go ahead and get it over with, man.
Just gonna check the price.
Let's go ahead and get it over with.
Make sure.
It's coming, man. It's coming, dude.
I fucking hope so.
It needs to. We got a lot of competition live right now. Freaking off-chain labs. Okay. Hello, everybody.
There it is.
What's up, man?
Oh, shit, you know what's up. You know what's up, man.
Let's go ahead and get it over with. Let's go.
Shit.
Let's go ahead and get it over with, man. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to the Crypto Remora. We stream twice a week, Monday and Thursday, to bring you the latest in all things crypto. Today is no exception. My name's Wes, and I'm with, as always, Siri Crypto. What's up, man?
I'm good, man. I'm trying to make sure I got the on-air sign. You got to have the on-air sign showing. And is the TV all right, or is that creating a blare? Is it all right?
It's a little bright, but you can't really see what's on it.
Cut it. That's better. There we
What
go.
was on it? I couldn't see.
So, dude, fucking finished the Smashing Pumpkins song, bro.
Did you?
It's done. It's done.
Yeah.
And you know, that was one of the hardest songs to try to cover because you're trying to cover one of the biggest songs in the.
You know about Bullet with Butterfly Wings, right?
Yeah, dude. That song made me. That made me realize in the 90s I was like, grunge is here, dude. Like alt rock is here, bro. This shit ain't going nowhere. This shit is too strong. That song was one of my, and I'm a Nirvana guy. I wasn't a Smashing Pumpkins guy by any means, right? But that was my favorite song for probably like 2 or 3 years, man. I was smashing. Man, this song fucking rocks.
Yeah.
And then I became a fan of Smashing Pumpkins, obviously after that song. But, man, what a great song. So when we were trying to record it, man, I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, bro. You're trying to like mess with a classic. So I tried to keep it as close to the classic as I could. I didn't want to like put all my own style. You know, some songs you want to put your own style on.
Yeah,
but some it's like, don't do that, dude. Try to at least make it like the original. So I tried my best, and I think it sounds cool, man. I think what I'll do is I'll show being you're a Smashing Pumpkins fan, I think I will you'll be the first viewer of it, listener. It's not been listened to by anyone. So it's
I would love that.
And we got about 5 songs done, bro. Like we spent the last 3 days, we spent 10 hours in my fucking room. Just me and Joe, both of us getting tired, falling asleep, getting coffee, trying to record the vocals. But we got 5 songs done in 2 days.
Nice.
So we pushed it out. We were grinding the last 2 or 3 days, man, nonstop till 3 a.m, 8-hour shifts, nonstop until we got it done.
Recording? Like y'all were recording,
tracking, doing some guitar lead, doing vocals, and then mixing. Really, the mixing is what you saw on the screen. That's the bitch. That's where you got to make, you know. And you know, I'm not a studio engineer. I'm not that. So I'm doing it the best I can. But it's a lot cheaper that way, and I feel like we get to be more creative with how we do shit. Sometimes when you go in the studio, it's expensive. Plus, they want to tell you how to do shit. So we kind of like doing that our way. But dude, I'm stoked. I can't wait for you to hear that. But let's move on to brass tacks. Enough of that good news. Let's talk about the best news. No, I'm not gonna beat you over the head, dude. I'm just gonna let you say it for the viewers.
Look, listen, guys.
Let's just put it on the table, bro.
I feel like we've been like we've always done this. We've always kind of predicted where the price has gone, but for the last couple, we've actually like we're holding each other accountable for it. And the last 2 times, I think, was it 2 or 3 times now?
We got about 4, but who's counting?
No, that's not true. The last 2 times I know for sure. Sierra has called the price of Bitcoin on the day of the show. So what was it? Thursday we did our live stream. He said 97K. Here it is. We're at 97K. I'm trying to be the bull that you guys need right now, man. I'm trying to be the bull that everybody needs, and it's not happening, man. It's not happening. So so Sierra got the bragging rights up to Thursday. So it's a little bit longer this time. So Monday he's got today.
And last week. I made the call last week.
We're talking about this previous one. We're talking about the previous one. So he got bragging rights. He got bragging rights from the week before, and now he gets bragging rights till Thursday. All right.
Well, that's true. That's true. And I know you're trying to be the bull.
I'm trying to be the bull, man.
The bullshit. You better step your game up, cuz.
Come on, man. This is painful for me, dude.
Listen,
Stop.
Wes, you guys, here's the thing,
This is painful for me already.
I can call levels, but when the minute I go to put money on a line or leverage trade, I get wiped out. So to me, it's funny because I'm making right calls about the price action of Bitcoin, but I ain't got no money on the line. So of course it's gonna fucking do what I say it is, right? So really, it's a victory, but it's not, you know. You know, you get lucky every now and then. You get these winning streaks where you call shit, but the reality of it is, both of us, and I'm using your TA to make these calls. So there's a lot of credit to you. I mean, without your charting, I wouldn't be making such good calls because, to be honest with you, I don't chart as much as I used to. I just simply don't give a shit. I'm a hodler. I've shifted my, you know, I've shifted my stance. I know I'm a lifer now. I know I'm never leaving crypto. So I'm like, my hodl mentality, DCA, I'm here whether it's going to be up, down, and different. It doesn't matter. So my mentality is a little different, but it is nice to be able to somewhat predict the price action in Bitcoin. But to be honest with you, when you know Donald Trump in the U.S. is trying to accumulate right now, it's like I said, man, I already had that preconceived notion last week. I said, you know what? They're going to be sideways, bro. They're playing with the price action on purpose. So that is a huge deal. And I don't think that changes. You got Netanyahu meeting up with Trump. I mean, you got a lot of shit going on in Gaza and Israel still. You got a lot of shit on the table.
So much happening right now, dude.
And it's not necessarily all bad. It's just you've got so much shit that if Trump really wants to accumulate, and look, the good news is we're going sideways and slightly down. That's the good news. The bad news would be if we just bum rushed up to 130 too quick, because then we would have came down and hit that gap. But I feel like this is the perfect spot we need to be because we're going sideways. I know it sucks. I know it's painful. I know everyone's ready for the breakout. But the reality is, while Trump's accumulating, while the millionaires are accumulating, you know, Donald Trump Jr. is accumulating. Larry Fink is still accumulating. You know, Wall Street is accumulating. They're getting on board to Ethereum. They're buying Solana. Solana ETFs could come in a couple months. I mean, they are accumulating all the shit they want right now. So they don't want Bitcoin to. Why would they want Bitcoin to go to 130 right now? That's going to push Solana up to $250, $300. If they're trying to accumulate, they're trying to keep the price down. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. I think it's straight up, good old fashioned, holding the price down a little.
I think you're right, man. I think that, you know, right now, because we haven't seen this before, dude. When Bitcoin starts to run like that, we're seeing like mad rejection, dude, right at 98 to 100K. And that's that level that we've talked about since we've been up in this range. You know what I mean? And what they have to do is they have to catch up to everybody that's already holding big bags, dude. They have to buy, and then when it goes up, they're selling, they're taking their profits and they're rolling it back in, and that's just accumulating more Bitcoin. And they can do that because they have the money to do that, to swing the price like that, man. But it sucks, dude. It sucks. It really does suck. But I think we jump out of this, you know, fairly soon. You know what I mean? There's only so much they can do to hold us down right here. I mean, you're pretty big on trading at one place. They get tired of trading at one place for so long, man. And we are right there at the point of control on volume. This is where we've traded. Where we are right now is where we've traded this pretty much almost the entire time. That's the bulk of the trades that have been done, is where we're sitting at right now since we've been up in this range. So it's just a matter of time, man, before we finally get out of this range and break to the upside. But I have some charts, dude, that I have been playing around with. Something I think you're going to find very interesting, Sierra. So I'm excited to jump onto that after we look at some prices here.
Well, just do a basic overview, because I'm definitely want to get in the charts. I'm just going to check just at a glance to Solana sitting back above 200 at 202. People say, well, who cares? It was at 198. No, you have to keep in mind the big psychological, big even number of $200 is a big deal. And the fact that Solana is sitting above it is showing that the bulls are controlling the market on Solana. They're not going to let, you know, they're like, no, we're buying. People are still using Solana. So that's a good thing to see it holding above the $200 level. But what I want to look at is total global. And it looks like we're steady holding that level I talked about last week, which is, well, actually 100 billion above the level I was talking about. So we still have a lot of cushion, you guys. If you look at the max chart, it looks a little scary because it looks like, oh my God, we're going down, right? If you look at that little dip, excuse me. But the daily looks freaking great because you had a bounce down here at 3.2. Like I said, 3.2 was the next level we were watching. We got a bounce, and then we've been in an uptrend since on the daily. Let's look at the weekly. Again, this is the bounce, 3.25. I mean, that's perfectly 3.2 and a quarter. You can't get no better than that, right? That's still holding above 3.2 trillion. We go to the 2 week. We zoom out a little more. You see this beautiful pattern. I was talking about us consolidating around here, and look at this. That's what we've done, dude. We haven't fallen out. We haven't lost money, right? People could freak out because we're not at, we haven't made that huge move yet. But look at this. You had a bounce at 3.26, bounce at 3.255, and now you're at 3.27. You've got $275 billion of cushion before I get in panic mode. So what that means is 3 trillion, I'm in panic mode. I'm going to say, shit, something bad's going to go down, or, if Wall Street pulls all that capital out, then you need to really watch. But when you got a cushion of now that's not to say this won't go down, because usually when Wall Street has 275 billion, what they'll do is they'll say, if we have a red day, you'll see the total global drop by 80 billion, 100 billion, sometimes 150 billion, and people freak out because they're like, oh my God. But those kind of moves on this chart are normal, you guys. So on one bad day, you could lose 150 billion. That's a lot of money. You could lose that out of the market in one day. But the fact that we're bouncing at 3.2 and consolidating there shows me that we're almost ready to head back up to where we need to get to, which is right about here. I mean, really, this is the level to beat. 3.6 is there. It's 3.5 is the level, because it's support here twice and then resistance. 3.5 is the psychological bull market on. But I'm glad we're staying right down here for a little while. I hope we do. But it looks like we're about to make another move up, dude. If you look at the 3 month, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. We've kind of came
just
up
a matter of time, dude.
Sideways. We went down. I mean, we're ready for another move back up. So it could take January, February. Based on this chart, it could take I don't want it to go into freaking March, bro. Like, if we go into March, and March is the Ides of March and the bad month, that could be kind of radical. That could change.
I mean,
that could shift the whole shit.
Yeah, that downward trending level of support as of right now that was, flipped into the support. I mean, that goes all the way. It doesn't meet that $92,000 level until about March. That's what we were looking at last week. So, just based on that, if we continue to ride this down, I mean, it could take us into March. It could. That would really suck, but it could.
Please explain to me something else that the French have done that's good besides the lost donkeys and toast, because French roast coffee is shite. It's no good, man. French roast.
You don't like it?
No, hell no. But I was panicking because I had to have something for our show. I just want to look at a quick thing and then we'll jump on the charts. Hyperliquid. Sitting at $23. Good old faithful, dude.
Yeah, no, Hyperliquid's good there. Faithful. It's the altcoins that are painful to me. Per's not that bad, but
shit, Per's at
hell,
zero.
Liquid's looking good. Shit, I might need to go check my bags. I try not to look at my bags whenever we are doing this. I try not to, but I might need to.
Don't look at Fred. Crypto Twitter getting a nice 15% pump on the daily. Peanut 17 cents. Peanuts. The fact it's still alive at 17 cents. Fred's dead. I mean, he's not dead. I mean, he could come back, but God bless, he's down.
Like actual Fred is dead.
Fred, the raccoon, first convicted raccoon. That's my little dead? Fred bag. No, well, yeah, the government killed his ass, but I'm talking about the coin.
And then the coin is dead too, no? Huh?
The coin's not doing very well. But Pudgy Penguins is not either. It's at a penny, so a lot of people have been selling that.
I was about to say, I'm interested in your thoughts on Pudgy, man. Is that something that I know we both sold our bags on Pudgy, but do you see that doing good, man, when we start to get into the all season?
Well, I didn't sell all my Pudgy. I still held some. I held some for holy shit. Look at this.
I sold all mine and picked up CT. Oof.
This is the daily.
I'm glad I did. No,
that thing got brutalized. But this would not be the place to sell.
This would be a place to buy, dude. Actually, I might end up buying.
Yeah, this would be a good buy entry. Because I see a falling wedge right here. I see a nice falling wedge. Boom, boom. Looks like a slanted pizza slice. It's so bad. Look at that shit. Yeah, somebody's gonna buy. I think that Joker could retrace up to about 2,173. It could retrace halfway because you had this brutal market structure. You know, everything went to shit. You got a falling wedge and you got a solid team. These guys are still building. These guys ain't sleeping. Abstract, dude.
Woo, 5 ways to the downside, dude. Look at that. That's a beautiful Elliott wave down, dude.
Is that what that is? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You count the pullbacks as a wave.
2 here.
No, so you'd start at the top.
So 1.
Go down. That would be 1 at the bottom. Then you go up as the second one. 2.
Okay, 2.
Go down. 3 down.
3.
4 up.
And 4.
And then down.
And then 5 down.
Yeah, and you never got a retracement on that. So that would be, 5th wave.
So that's Elliott wave, though. Elliott wave counts the retraces up.
Yeah, it counts the movement in one direction.
I'm still new to Elliott wave, guys. That's Wes and that guy Stefan are big into it, and I know it's effective. It's been around a long time, and a lot of really good traders use it. I'm just not as familiar. But now looking back at this, Wes, look at this. If you look at hindsight being 2020, look at this shit.
Got a rising wedge.
You had a perfect rising wedge right here. I mean, that we should have known. You know, when you look back on TA, it's like we should have seen that. But you know, I mean, that's a little crooked, but you get the point. I mean, it's definitely a wedge. Now, and likewise, so if you do that here and you pull it this way, guys, look at this shit, right? This is actually a bullish pattern when you see this. I think I can turn this one. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it'll let me. Oh, Trading View, you're behaving today. So when you see this slice of pizza, right? When you see that falling wedge slice of pizza, that's a beautiful falling wedge, bro. Look at that shit. Rising wedge, falling wedge. Boom. Technically, you should have broke the hell out of it by now, though. You know, you should have, but look at it. It's holding on by a thread at the bottom. So, yeah, Pudgy Penguins is a good buy, in my opinion, at this price. And, so that's that. I'm not going to go over too many more. I'm going to let you pull up charts. DMT, bro, come on, bro. $20. DMT needs to come back, man. I'm getting a little frustrated with my DMT bags.
DMT?
Solid.
Yeah, I mean, dude, everything has just been frustrating.
Yeah. And I'm going to let you pull some charts up, man.
Yeah. I hope we get that run, dude. You know, we haven't gotten the tech run yet, where everybody's like the fucking tech. You remember the tech run? There's the fucking retard run where it doesn't matter what you have and it runs. Then there's the tech run where it's like everybody's going around saying it's the tech, dude. The tech is going to change the world. We haven't gotten that, dude. We haven't got that euphoria.
I want the retard run back. I think you had a good point. You had 34 million. Somebody did a number there. 34 million crypto tokens. It's like, come on.
Yeah. I made a post. It was 52,000. Where did I see that? Oh, it was a Whale Insider posted something. 52,000 in just one day. 52,000 meme coins were produced on Pump.fun. Just on Pump Fund, dude.
Yeah, they're trying to dilute the market. You know that's owned by one person too, by the way. So if you want to dig down that rabbit hole, you could. That's one person that makes $2 million a day. Yeah. And 98% of people lose money on that platform. So I'm just saying, if you want to go down that rabbit hole. It's
probably 99, dude. It's probably
more than that.
There. But it's like, people ask what's different, man. Why the market? We talked about the fractional liquidity and just all the fucking meme coins and tokens that have been launched, dude. Before, back in 2020, you had to know a little bit. You know what I mean? You couldn't just go on there and launch your own fucking token. Like, you had to kind of know what you were doing, be an actual dev. Now they've made it so easy where 13-year-olds can launch their own tokens, and just stupid, dude. Absolutely stupid. Yeah,
it's a little frustrating, but you know, I like the freedom aspect of it, but I think the Trump coin was the spark off for me. As soon as I seen the Trump coin come out, I was like, oh shit, here it comes. You know, like I knew that that was stupid. Like, I just knew it was like that fad. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh no, dude, please don't do that shit. Like,
he could have went out with a bang at the end of the damn run, dude. Like October or something.
I don't understand that move. Oh, but you know what? it kind of makes sense now too, though, because like I said about them wanting to get cheap Bitcoin, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that was almost a signal to Wall Street, like say, hey, we're about to dump this shit, so get ready. Like the market got frothy. $38 billion came into Trump coin in like 10 minutes. And then people got fucking wrecked. And then Melania came out. Once Melania came out, people
it was
double
over,
wrecked.
Dude. It was over after that. So I actually haven't looked into the Trump coin, man. Is it all unlocked? Is it like 100% unlocked?
It's shit.
Tokenomics.
It's horrible. From what I glanced at, it's hard. It's not a worthy. Whatever. I mean, if you want to buy it, you could. Like Joe bought one at.
No, I will not be buying it. But
he bought one at he's like, oh, I got to own one just so I have one. That was his mentality, and he bought it, and the shit went down like $10 the next day, and I was like, you should just wait, man. But somebody bought the absolute top at like $78. This guy put in like $10 million or some shit. He got slaughtered. It went down to like $30 right away. So my guess is that was a cash grab. He took the money and probably is buying Ethereum, Solana, or Bitcoin, and just probably sticking to those main three. I think this is the next run. I think you're going to see the L1s. I do think the tech run is coming, but I think it's going to be centered back to the L1s. The L1s are going to get the attention on this run, I think.
Yeah, that's what most people are saying is the tech. We haven't gotten the tech run. And I feel like that's what came first last time was the tech. And then it went into the memes and then the NFTs. And then we were all fucking wrecked by the end of it. But I mean, that's where the liquidity's gone, dude. Everybody's like, where's the liquidity? Well, people have gotten fucking wrecked, man, because all these meme coins, dude, they've gotten wrecked. So whatever. All right. Are we doing this? Or are you waiting on me?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. Obviously, guys, I don't have anything for you. Nothing has really changed since Thursday. So if you're looking for, some crazy shit, like I don't have it, man. We're just going down the line here. We're staying on this area of support, which is good. We've tried numerous times to break out of this, and we can't seem to get out of it. Last time we tried, we hit the 20 here, the 20 moving average, and we got rejected. Indecisive candle as of right now on the daily. So let's see where this closes at. But I would like to see it close. I mean, so far it's better than we've been at, but I would like to see us close above this previous candle back here. It looks like, RSI, the MACD has all been reset. We need to start moving, man. And this is the thing, and this is what we were talking about, is this area 92 is solid. 92 is solid. We all agree on that. 92 solid. We haven't closed below that $90,000 to $92,000 area. So we could, technically we could, just kind of go along this area of support until we hit 90, 92 and then bounce off. And that would really suck, man. That would probably get a lot of people out of the markets, just seeing that slow trend down, that slow trickle down. But I do have a lot of faith in this, breaking out sooner than later here, because this is something that I found back here, guys. This is important. This is crucial. This is what I have to show you. All right. So I took the layover of this is where we're at now. Okay. You see both of the downward trending areas of resistance at first. We break out, we hit it twice, then we broke out. And that is back here, guys. That is back here. Let me move that. That's back here. This is where I was trying to say it was fucking inverse head and shoulders, but the closes were actually a triple bottom. But either way, we were saying no matter what it is, it's bullish, right? We're going to get a breakout of that eventually. But then I noticed, like, dude, this looks exactly like what we're going through right now, dude. Exactly, like to the T. The only difference is one took 3 months and the other one's at like a month and a half or something. So that's why the blues look a little, mushed together. This is where we're at now. This is December. So where we're at right now, right? We've come up. We hit it 3 times. We broke through. We hit it as support twice. This is a wick coming down, but we've closed at it twice. And then you look back here, man, we hit it, break through, hit it twice, and then break out. So like I am expecting a breakout, not only of just the charts in general, but after I found this, it's just a matter of time before we break out, dude. I think that what we're looking at right now is still bullish. I mean, technically we're just still ranging, right, in the overall range up here, the big range up here. We're just kind of trending right now. We're at the lower part of it. But I do think we break out of this eventually. We just need to get over 98 to 100K, man. Break above that high volume area. This is where we're being held down at right now, that high volume area. And as you can see, I mean, look at the volume. Remember, there was a nice little gap in between here? That's how much we've traded in this area lately. Is now it's just almost flat, dude. It's just one big area that we have to get over and break above and flip that middle part, you know, that median back into support, man, and before we can start taking off again. But I do think, just kind of comparing it to what happened last time we saw this to where we're at right now, in the timing and just kind of the setup, I do think that we break out of this eventually, man.
Is there a way you could zoom in just a little bit? I wanted to point something out. I see on that pattern we're at right now. Like,
yeah.
Can you zoom in anymore? Yeah, there you go. So what I was gonna say, what I'm seeing. Hold on. There we go.
Where you wanted that, dude?
What? That's perfect. What I was gonna say. The EMA. Can you bring the EMAs back up? The blue lines.
You want that chart?
Yeah. That was all right. Look at this. Look at this, Wes. You see the last time about halfway through where we kind of went, you know, we sliced below the turquoise line, right? And then we went up and we formed a quick tower and we came right back down, sliced through it again. Then we came up for a wide mountain, right? Now we're up and above and it's a new pattern. So now what we're doing, we slice through the turquoise, right? We're starting to come back up. What I think is going to happen is exactly what happened back there. And I think that level will have confluence with 102. So what I think is going to happen, I'm going to already make my call. I think we will get a pump. I think we'll get a pump this week, but I think what's going to happen is the same thing that happened on that last time we went up to the EMA. This is how I've been making my calls. I'm not a wizard. This is exactly why I said the price action. I'm telling you. I'm
not a wizard.
I'm telling you.
All right, what is it, man? What is it?
That right there, that EMA level. We sliced
which
through
one?
That time
the 20
and time
or the 50?
Again.
You got which one? The 20 or the 50?
The 20 is the turquoise.
The
right?
20 is the blue one right here.
Okay. Well, the lighter one is what I'm saying. That's the 50, isn't it? 50. The one on the bottom is the 50. The 20 is on high.
Oh yeah, you're right. The turquoise is the
20 should be up high.
Dark
blue
the
turquoise.
Is the 50. Yep.
Right. So the turquoise 20 EMA, right? When we went up above there and we hit that first level and then we slice down and we slice through it and then we come back up and slice through it. That's a pattern I've been watching. No, back. Go back to the one right there. Over.
Right here?
Nope. Right there. Right there. That's when we first sliced through it. Remember I was talking about this 2 weeks ago. When we sliced through the when the price goes through the EMA, right? Everyone gets freaked out and gets bearish. Every time, everyone gets bearish. And I actually like
consolidation.
Yeah, I like seeing that happen because that means you're actually consolidating in that range and you're creating a little range for your next breakout. What you're seeing happen right now is the exact same pattern from that. We're just slicing through the EMA. It's just on a smaller, it's in a smaller, tighter range. But I think you're going to have another fake out like you had in that last EMA up to the upside
fake
at 102.
Up or down?
Fake out up. We're going to go up to 102 this week. We'll go up to 102, and then I think we'll have that retrace candle just like we did again, just to wreck traders. Now, keep in mind, I'm saying this. The only reason I'm calling this is so that they can wreck more traders, get more Bitcoin from people. But they'll pump it up, bring it down again, and then I think we will break out. I think we get above 98, 100,000 by next Monday's show. Definitely, we're going to be. I think we should definitely be. We'll have a breakout above 99. We'll probably retrace one more time. And because you had two peaks in that last one. We sliced up through the EMA once, didn't make it, came back down, and then we came up big time, came back down.
This
that one right there.
And then this peak.
Yeah, we had two towers. Yep. So if you take that on that same pattern where we're at now, you slice. Yep, we sliced through the 20 EMA once. We're coming back up to it now.
Yeah, but it's a completely different. It's a completely different setup, in my opinion, man. I mean, that's after we had that big run, and we were just running out of steam here to fall into it. This right here, this right here, dude. We're in a downtrend right here, and we've been in the downtrend. this was coming into one and we just dropped quick because we flew up into there. And we had all of this, like we were way oversold. Anybody could have caught this saying that, all right, dude, we're running out of steam. And you know what I mean? You got your bearish divergence. You have your MACDs crossing way overbought. I mean, we needed that cool off, dude. And it's a good thing that we got it. You know, we finally cooled off, got our double bottom. What I'm saying is this right here, I think is,
This pattern though, Wes, I've been watching since 2020. So this is not something new. I'm looking at. What I'm talking about is the actual
pattern of
slicing through the EMA and then moving. I've consistently watched it on Crypto Zombies charts. I've watched it on Lark's charts. That's one of the main things I always pay attention to with price action. That's the only reason that I kind of assumed this would happen with the last 2 times. Not saying I'm always right. I'm just saying that pattern has played out for the last 4 years. It always happens where you know, and it kind of coincides with the death cross. You know, people say, "Oh, the death cross, the death cross." Well, the death cross is the most bullish freaking pattern. If you go back to 2000 and I don't care where you go to every single death cross on the Bitcoin chart. Every single time we get a death cross, it
which
triggers
one? The 100, the 200, or the 50 and the 200?
The death cross, I thought, is the 50 over the 100.
That's
or the 200.
They're all considered death crosses. I don't know. I think that the main one that people look at is the 50 and the 200, though.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is that always triggers that's always the start of the next run up. Historically,
you can see we did this multiple times here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can see we did that all through here, man. So I don't know. Well, I think I'm just confused on what exactly you're saying.
I'm saying in the short-term price action, when you see, I'm not looking. That was a 6-month pattern. That's a huge pattern. I'm not looking at that pattern. What I'm saying is when you have 2 waves, like if you go up, you have one wave, right? I'm not even using Elliott wave. What I'm calling a wave is just that first.
Down,
yeah. That's one pattern. That's one bull flag. Now you're having a mini breakout.
Down, up. Yeah, you can see
so you're having a mini breakout and you're in this next pattern. What I'm saying is we've just already sliced through the EMA again. So we're going to probably use that as a little bit of resistance over the next week. So what I'm saying is it's not that big a deal. It's just going to cut up through the EMA again and cut back down just like it did right there. It did it twice there. It's going to probably do it again twice now because you're tightening up.
Oh, so you're saying we're going to go up and then back down?
Yeah, I'm saying we're not going to make it.
I wish you could draw on this.
Yeah, I'm going to say we're not going to make
and then back down.
Yeah, we're not going to make it to one. We're not breaking through 102 yet. I think what's going to happen, you're going to see another fake out. I think you're going to see one more push to the upside. We don't have enough strength for the breakout. They're going to get wrecked again. If you try to long, I think you're going to get wrecked because I think they're going to fake you out one more time because it just makes sense. We need a little more consolidation. So what I'm saying is I would not rush this trade. I would, you know, even if we get to 100,000 tomorrow or 101 or 102, and then people start going long, I think they're going to get freaking wrecked. And that's not to say we're not going to get above this as support. When we get above, when this becomes support, we are going to be so solid, bro. That, like you said, that mountaintop is fat. Like once that thing that's a fat level right there, dude. That freaking, that's a mountain. Look at it. It's a freaking mountain of VPVR right there on the right from 92 to
right here.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, once we truly get above that, that is going to be like a cement floor. I don't think they're really good. That's going to be the floor. But I think over the next week, you have to be very careful. In the next week or so, you have to be careful. I mean, unless they really want to let it rip, but I don't see that, dude. That's just my call. I'm just saying I would be careful longing.
Yeah, I agree, man. And we've said this, me and you have both agreed on this. I'm not trading this right now, dude. Like I'm not. There's just well, one, I can't seem to get my finger on where the fucking price is going. So why would I trade it? And 2, you just can't trade this, dude. This is too choppy. Look at the wicks, dude. Look at the wicks on the price action. Look how violent they are, man. How violent they're moving. We didn't even close. Like you can't even see a body in this one, dude. You know what I mean? Like none of it is, at least on the daily as a swing trader, like you cannot trade this. I mean, if you were going to trade it, if you wanted to take that chance, then yes, now would be a time to long. But look, we've been at this area of support for how long? And I mean, you could do it on the 1 hour or something. You know what I mean? Because we're making moves, really violent moves, and you got to be glued to your screen. But right now, as a swing trader, dude, you cannot trade this, man. You cannot. There's no risk to reward. Like it just doesn't add up. There's too much risk to the reward. And I mean, I don't know. Some people like that. Some people don't, man. I like mine at least like a 1 to 3. You know what I mean?
I mean, that 105 level up high looks inviting for a market maker to say, all right, you know what? We've held them down a little bit. We're getting a little bit up. Maybe they run us up to that 105 level and then wreck us back down. That would be a huge. I mean, if they did that, imagine how devastating that would be, right? Get everyone so bullish up at 105 only to hit your head. And there is massive resistance at 105, dude. Massive 105.5. That's a huge level. So
So this is that level series seeing right here. That is going to be that next major swing high. Yeah, that's that next major swing high, and it's the next high volume level on on the 4 hour at least. Zooming in a little bit. So first we need to get past the 102, man. And I don't think that I'm not going to trade it personally until we can break above the 102 and actually get some good volume in and hit that as support. And everything's got to turn for me, man. Because right now it's just not doing it. I mean, look how many times we've gotten faked out on the MACD. I mean, we flipped here. We were already at the top, came down, flipped here. We got a little push. We keep getting rejected. We need to break above this. 102 is the area that I'm looking at that I want to see break above with some volume, with some strength, and then I will look to maybe start doing some trading. But I'm not trading this, man. Not at all. I mean, you can drop down to the 15 and catch these little price movements if you want to. What's up?
I was just saying, like, I do want to say, kind of walk back what I'm saying, because I'm not saying to be bearish right now. What I am saying is the most likely move looks like to push up to 102. So if you really are like sitting on your nails and you're like, oh, I want to trade right now, I would almost say you could look at the long up to 102. Like you could, but like Wes is saying, do you really want to like gamble with a freaking a 1,000, 2,000? You can't. You're not gonna make no money unless you're putting big money on the line. Like that kind of a move is not enough, and it's so quick. It's like dangerous.
There's too much happening right now with tariffs. Now he's talking about putting tariffs on Canada and fucking Brazil and for aluminum and steel, and there's just way too much happening in the background that, and not only that, but just the fact that we can't break out of this, to me it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it to trade this, to try to trade this.
Maybe one more touch to our blue zone, Wes. I mean, like you see how we're kind of at the quote unquote top where we've hit our head on that 95 whatever level a couple times where the red line, red line is. So you got the blue zone below us, you got the red box above us, and then you got 102, and then above that you got 105. So those are our biggest levels. To me, that's what I pay attention to. I pay attention to just support resistance levels, major ones. So that's, like you said, man, it's too choppy to trade. I would red not is trade that.
Yeah, the red is the point of control. Something I want to see, man, is us get above the fucking moving averages. And you can see the moving averages are, we got rejected on this big one. We're putting in a nice candle now. It's still indecisive, but it looks a hell of a lot better than the last couple. You know what I mean? What is that? 3 candles where there's literally like not even a body on them. So to even see a body on a candle is good for me. Like I like to see that, but we need to get above the moving averages. The moving averages are sitting right there at that high volume point of control. We need to get above that first. And then after we get above that, we need to get above 102. After we get above 102, then that's when we're going to start looking to take out this major swing high. And then we have our all-time high.
You could see the last time the moving averages got close together. when they slant
right
there. So you have that breakout, right? You have the breakout when that happens usually. But what happens on that breakout? You go up and you come right back down. It doesn't mean that it's like, oh, it's time for the next move. So maybe we get that move, maybe we don't. But I mean, I'm looking at 105 as like, why the hell? Who the picked 105? Come on, man. I mean, there's a whale out there right now that's like, let's stop it at 105. Asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, no, I'm not selling Bitcoin until it goes to 105,000. Like, really, that extra $5,000, you prick? Sorry.
Yeah. I think that could be a bitch to get over right there. A little bit.
It's a hell of a level.
A support hitting here. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at how steep that level is compared to 94. It's huge. It's like as steep as 94. It's like, so they're trying to corner us in between that range, right? They're sandwiching us between 105 and 94 because the market makers, for whatever reason, they want to trade this range right now. So that's why you're seeing a pinball action between those prices. And like Wes is saying, that's a tight range, bro. I mean, 94 to 105 is okay. I guess it's a $10,000 range, but I mean, without big money on the line, trading that, you're throwing $5 in and leveraging it. What are you going to make? I mean, I don't know. I'm getting bored, and I see a sideways channel, and I'm getting impatient along with the rest of you. I'm impatient too, man. I'm tired of this shit too. I'm already bored with this range. I'm done with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what we're seeing now is we're finally seeing a candle start to. We're getting a little bit of look at that little bit of volume. We're getting some volume, guys. Not really.
Wow. Yeah.
Not really. We need to put some more volume in, man, for this move to be legit. We have our levels. We need to get over that point of control, and then 102, and then just see where we can go from there. I mean, at least get to the top of the range. You know what I mean? Get back above in the top range, and I'll feel a lot better about this. But I think that, this chart here, man, what I kind of cooked up down here, I think that's something that that's kind of a big deal, man, because this is literally the last time that it happened, this exact move, dude. And eventually we do break out of it. It's just, when is that going to happen this time? You know what I mean? This is just on a smaller scale. But this was literally the breakout that happened back here. That was when we put in that double bottom here, and then we finally broke out there. So I don't know, man. It's just a matter of when the hell are we going to break out? This took much longer, but I think that eventually we do break out of this for sure, man. Because people are scared that this is it, man. This is over, and we're just going to break down and go back below 70K. I just don't see it.
Oh, hell no, dude. This is a thing when they say that, and I get it. The CME gap's down to 80,000. Dude. Okay, fine. You know what? This is what I'll say. If everyone's calling for this is the top and this is the top and it's over, which I highly freaking disagree with, okay? And I don't care how long the charts look like we have or don't have. That shit does not matter as much anymore. What I still say happens. If they say we're dropping and we're going into a bear market, where is your bear market? At $80,000 Bitcoin? So if that's the bear market, and we just came up from $15,000 just a year ago. You remember, it was only a year and a couple months that we were at $15,000 Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward to today, we're sitting around 100 grand. So if your bear market is at $80,000 Bitcoin, in the next 3 years, we have to deal with like $80,000 to $90,000 Bitcoin. Would that even make sense? It just doesn't make sense. What are the alts going to sit at? Solana's going to be at $150 for the next 3 years. I mean, that's stupid.
Yeah.
The numbers don't make sense for that. So I just can't see us. I can't see that being the top, number one. Number two, if it is, okay, drop it down to $80,000 Bitcoin. Let's go, dude. What, we got 3 more years? Let's go. I don't care.
All right, man. What's your official call, man? What are you saying? Officially, what is your official call?
I need you to zoom in one more time. Zoom in one more time for me, because
well, you drop it down.
No, that's good. I see that level at 98, right? So if we go to the upside, I say we go to 98 again, hit our head, come back down. My bullish case, like most bullish period, would be the 102 level. My regular bullish would be the 98,000, hit our head, come back down, and touch that blue zone. Because I don't think they're going to be able to drop us down to 92,000 again. They're going to have to push for that shit. Like some real bad news has got to come out to get another wick down there. So
yeah,
I think in the next day or two, what are we sitting at? We're at Monday morning. I think the potential would be the green candle finishes out and we go up to 98. And then we have a retrace tomorrow. I'm sorry, we pump between now or tomorrow-ish, and then we have a retrace by Wednesday. And I think we're sitting back on the blue zone by Wednesday, which would be at. Can you zoom in on that freaking zoom in a little because I can't see where that is. Yeah, right there. Now just see that big peak on the bottom, the biggest peak.
Here.
Not that one, slightly lower. Right there. What is that? 94?
94.5.
So I think what's going to happen is we're going to go up to 98, hit our head, possibly. I don't know, man. This is tough because that 102 level looks inviting too. It's crazy, dude. I don't know, man. If I'm going to go bullish, I'm saying 102. It doesn't make sense to say 98. Why would they just do a fucking small candle like that? There's no money to be made right there. So I actually want to say on my bull side, it's 102, and my bear side's 94. Those are definitely my two levels. So by Thursday, that's 3 days. That's hard to tell, man.
I know, man.
I'm not gonna get so crazy with it, but I will say,
right, man. Just call it, man.
I'll just say let's go to 10. Let's go to 102, bro. I'll flip bullish on you. On you. And that part of this is positive thinking too, y'all. That we go to 102, hit our head, then we come back down. But that's what I'm gonna say.
All right, so I'm gonna go. And we haven't looked at Lux or anything yet.
Yeah, usually that's what it is. I usually like Lux before I make my call.
All right, but I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna go the opposite with you. I think we actually go down to that 94. That's what I was looking at. This 94. Yep. It's at the bottom of the range here. 94, and then we come back up. And 102. I mean, you can't ignore 102, man. There's a lot of
102 is big.
Lot of support. It's a big volume area. 102. I think we take a stop at 102, possibly retrace at 102, but I think that we continue up. But I don't know, man. By Thursday, I mean, I'm gonna go with you. I think we're around 102. You said we're gonna be back down by Thursday, right?
No, that's the thing. I almost don't want to make the call of the price action.
I know it's tough, man. See, now that we're holding each other accountable, it's like you want to be a little more careful here, but
right.
Yeah, I think we go to 94 first, and then track up to 102,
and then move up,
and possibly on our way to 104. Yeah.
Hey guys, keep in mind, me and Wes are having fun with this shit because we're just betting against each other. But the reality of the situation is both levels that we're calling, we're agreeing on. If you guys notice, Wes and I both are saying, and that's the most important thing. If you learn nothing else in TA, support and resistance can get you about 80% of the way through any TA. I don't care what
structure, man. Market structure.
Watch your levels, and then everything in between your levels is kind of guesswork anyway. But the indicators,
I like
the Elliott waves, all that shit helps you in the middle.
Yeah,
that's what those are for.
I like to do this every now and then too. I think looking at the line chart is kind of refreshing as well.
See, that's that. Freaking, what is that? 10. That's weird. That last triangle back, the smaller pump was at like in no man's. You know what? There's no man's land in between 100 and 102. So market makers could try to fill some order. Yeah, right in there. I wonder if they're going to try to go there next between one. You know what? I'm going to say 101. I'm going to say 101 by Thursday.
Yeah, but that's 102. Are you talking about right in the middle?
Yeah, in the middle there. Look at that.
Because I was looking at that too, and I was like, no, that's 101 too. But like, that's 102. I don't know. I mean, if you want to be like specific,
No, we're not getting
Yeah,
that crazy.
If you want to be specific.
101,
so this
102.
area. It's like an area, dude. But if that's the area that we're both looking at, I meant to do this. It's like this fucking area right here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that zone. But see, I'm saying actually just under it. That little, like if you look at the VPVR, how it curves, I'm saying that they're going to probably try to fill that curve in a little. They're accumulating, bro. This is such accumulation because they're getting so nitpicky. Like, let me accumulate Bitcoin in between 100 and 101. Like these market makers and these automatic trading bots are freaking, man, they're just, somebody is buying the shit out of Bitcoin with all this sideways, man. I'm telling you, bro.
I do want to point this out too, though. Remember we were looking at this last week too. So we are staying within this range, dude. Starting to tighten up a little bit. That's on the weekly. So
we're due for a breakout of this pattern, dude. Look at that.
We're saying, bro.
70%. This could happen within a week. It might take a week. It might take another week or two, and then boom. But that target breakout, that brings us up to 130, doesn't it? It does.
It's 116.
That's 130. 116. Well, that's Stefan's call. Stefan said 122. He's at 122. I think the 120 or 122 level creates euphoria, and then that sends us to 130. That's why I'm saying a little bit of greed. Sprinkle some greed on it.
So there is this, though. If we were looking at the weekly, this is the weekly, right? We're at the bottom of this, so we are due to come back up.
Yeah.
There's 6 days left on this blue candle. So I think this candle stays blue. I do think we come back up. Maybe we just come to the top, and that would be around that 101, 102. That same area that we're looking at.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Keep hitting my.
And then we could have that midline correction. We don't have to go all the way back down to it, but we could have that midline correction and break out by next week.
Yeah, that puts us right into March, man. But then, you get this stupid adage, the Ides of March, which holds true in stock market. Does the Ides of March hold true in crypto? It's happened before. I do remember one time it happened really bad. We had a devastating March, but that's a saying on Wall Street, the Ides of March. So, God, I mean, what would really suck, Wes? And I'm just going to put this out there. What would really suck is this bull flag gets everybody hyped going into March, and then a big nothing burger, and then we don't have the breakout that everyone's expecting. Like everyone goes long at the end of this pattern thinking, oh, it's a bull flag, we're going. And then they freaking try some bullshit on us and drop us for March. That would really suck. That would suck. Man, I don't see anything necessarily for that, but we are kind of, that flag is angled up a little more than I like. I like bull flags to be down. That flag is a little, it's almost sideways though. It's like, I don't know.
It's a thick line too. Symmetrical triangle.
Yeah, it might be like perfect, almost perfect symmetrical, which would be bullish then because you're in an uptrend. Your continuation pattern would be an uptrend. So
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they won't do that. Maybe I'm over analyzing, and we have the breakout in a couple of weeks, and we go up to 120, and that's the most exciting thing that happens. And then at that point, the question you got to ask yourself, the question on the table at that point, ladies and gentlemen, is it over at 120, at 130? Like a lot of people are saying that this is the last hurrah. Maybe this is our last little breakout, and that's it. Pack it up, go home. 120, sell all your shit, get out, and it's over. Me personally, I will not be doing that. I am not selling not even 50% of my bags. If I round trip and 120 was the top, fuck it, I'll round trip. That's what I'm saying. I am not exiting at 120. I'm sorry. My call's 275. I am not getting out at 120. And if I'm the asshole still holding my bags, like, oh, I was wrong, then I'm wrong. But I just, on principle, I'm not selling my bags at 120 after the last 3 years. Hell no. Go.
So the last time we had this set up, on the weekly was back here. We had our MACD cross. We were in the green here. We got our bearish divergence got our green. Maybe we get some bearish divergence. We got our MACD cross. It was 161 days before we broke out of that. That's like 5.5 months, dude. So
don't get them all twisted. You're gonna get our lip watchers like, what?
If it takes that long, dude. So that would be June. That would be June to break out. July, August, September, October. That would give us a couple months to rally, get up to 150, 160, 275. You know, whatever your targets are.
160, 275. That's a hell of a jump from 160 to 275.
But I mean, this is exactly the same setup. We're doing the same exact pattern, dude, just on a smaller scale. So maybe we don't go 126 days. Maybe it's 30 more days. Maybe you're right. March, we get our breakout, dude. We get our breakout in March. I don't know, man. Just a lot of things are lining up. A lot of stuff is looking really identical to back here, but on a smaller scale.
You notice something too, right on this view that you have. You notice something on the last pattern. It was like these really long waves. On this pattern, you're getting this spring-loaded coil a little more than the last pattern. And granted, you just had a nice run up from
this was widening.
But it was very broad, that last pattern. Now it's almost like you're like, and whenever you see Bitcoin do that and it gets tighter when it's bouncing in your flag, it shows, in my opinion, it shows a lot of strength of people definitely interested in buying. So yeah, it'll be nice to watch, dude.
Yeah, I don't think we take that long. I don't think we take that long because of this pattern. We're starting to get tight. There's only so much room we can go. Breakouts to 116. I think once we break out at 116, that's when we keep going up. You're right, dude. I was getting a little tunnel vision there, but yeah, I don't see us going this long. Maybe we get a sharp drop, dude, and that brings the MACD and the RSI all the way back and gives us room to run like that. I just don't see that, man. I don't see it, dude.
I don't see that either. I will say one thing that upsets me a little bit about this is the fact that, generally speaking, when you have a long wide pattern and then you had a breakout and then you have a shorter pattern, that does almost signal like you're running out of room to the upside. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a huge bull flag and then the next bull flag's a little smaller and then the next bull flag's even smaller, that's fucking toppy. And what I'm seeing right now, it's like that is a little scary because that makes it look like 120 is the top, 130 is the top. So I could see why people are saying 120 is the top, because the charts right now look like if I had to guess, I would say we got one more run up and we're going to 120 and then that's it. And
but here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. And I think that everybody's still expecting an alt season, right? So maybe we go up to, well, let's say we do go up to 122. We go to 122, the alts start running. As soon as Bitcoin breaks out, the alts are going to start running, dude. So say we go to 122 and just kind of consolidate, dude. Like, why can't we do that? Consolidate, let the alts run, and then get the fuck out. I don't know.
Well, consolidate. Yeah, but the question is, if we run to 122 and consolidate, is that's a new floor, and then the bull run's still going, like we ain't done yet? Or are you saying we consolidate there, let the alts run, have alt season, and then the bottom falls out, and then the bull market's over? I can't see that.
That's what I'm saying. The latter. Yeah.
So we consolidate at 122, and then it becomes the top, and then it's over. Pack it up.
I mean, I don't want to say like I want to see at least 160, dude. That would be nice. I mean,
we go to 160. If all right, put it this way: if we go to 120, 130-ish area, whatever, 122 to 130, whatever you want to call it, if we go to that level and we head towards 150, I don't think we get stopped at 150 as like just this magic number before 200,000. I think at that point the greed comes in, and then you see retail euphoric greed on Bitcoin and the alts. And I think that Bitcoin specifically, all the countries around the world start saying, "Oh shit, United States has Bitcoin. They bought it under 100,000. Look at it; it's at $122,000."
Yeah.
I think that kind of greed triggers the 275 Bitcoin, because it's going to take a lot of greed to push us there, and that's why my call has still been that. But from a charting perspective, dude, I look crazy right now for calling 275, because right now it looks like 122 is going to be our next breakout, and that could take all the gas in the tank. So I understand why Stefan is calling for 122, packing it up and going home. But
yeah,
I'm not going home at 122, bro. I'm just not.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I understand that, dude. I understand that, man. 122 on Bitcoin is not what we kind of expected, man. We were supposed to be at 100K last cycle, and here we are, 4 years later, sitting below 100K. So it is kind of, it's
tricky.
It's like let down a little bit, But I don't think it's over, man. There's a lot of things, like Trader Tardigrade. He posted that. You saw that in the chat. Talking about the altcoins, the others. It's repeating a pattern that it's repeated from 4 years ago. Looks like it's about to break out. Altcoins are ready, man. Altcoins are ready. We just need Bitcoin to get the hell out of this little symmetrical triangle, breakout, and then I think the altcoins start to take off. People get their alt season, and we also got the this right here, man. You see our M2 money supply that's been going down since almost like the top from last time, right? We had our curve over. We've been cutting rates, or raising rates, and they're just now starting to cut rates, dude. The M2 money supply is starting to curve up and come back around. So we're about to get a lot of liquidity injected back into the markets, and that M2 money supply expands. More people are buying riskier assets, hence kind of why gold is up, lately. Gold's been going up lately. I just think it's just a matter of time, dude. Bitcoin catches some of that, and yeah. Yeah, but we're just now curving over, starting to inflate. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of watching that a little bit too. I think that is huge. I mean, look how much money came into the markets the last time, dude. I mean, that is a lot of money coming into the markets between March 20th and so 2 years. In 2 years, we went from 15 trillion to 21, 22 trillion. A lot of money was injected into the markets during COVID and all that, dude. And I think that's why we got that big run in Bitcoin. So we've had a cool off, dude. Let this thing roll over, let them inject some money back into the markets, and people will start going into riskier assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum and the altcoins. So I think that's something that we can watch as well.
Yeah, sentiment seems to be pretty negative on Twitter. Not a whole lot of stuff going on. You see the comments section is pretty dry today. I was hoping we'd have a couple people in the chat. It's kind of dry. It is Monday morning, and usually they start rolling in a little bit later. We got all the West Coast homies coming in. This always happens about 1 o'clock. We always get more viewers coming in, which kind of is,
we'll be able to switch that up soon, man. Yeah.
Our times are not ideal. They're just what we've been having to kind of go with. But I will say this: if you are watching, you are tuning in, you are definitely hungry, and you're not lazy. You're being diligent on what you're into, and that's hopefully we're able to help you guys a little bit. But my opinion is my opinion. If I say 120 is not the top and I'm not selling, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying you guys got to make your own choices. But for me, I stand rock solid on this run, and I think I'm unshakable on that, Wes. I'm not selling at 120. I'm not doing it, dude. Like, I don't care. For me. I'm not even giving a time target anymore. It's a dollar value for me, and I think that's a better strategy for me, because now no matter what happens, if we go up, we go down, I'm not as stressed out, because I'm just like, I don't care how long it takes. I'm not selling until it goes there. So maybe it's just my way of calming my nerves by doing that, but I'm switching strategies to that. I'm going to start doing number targets instead of like We'll see how it works out, but I still if the 120 thing plays out, then that's almost like 100% proof that the 4-year cycle has been set back by 4 years. In other words, COVID was the start of it, and they said, all right, from now on forward, every halving is going to be behind a cycle. And that's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I've noticed that they're about a month off each 4 years. They're about a month off, dude. Like, it's almost like we get cut a month every cycle. We got December, then November, and that's kind of why I was, looking at October as around the top or whatever. But that's just.
Can we look at the indicator chart? Let's look at the Crypto Remora indicator chart too.
Yeah, I just wanted to point this out as well, man. Guys, this is the ETH to Bitcoin chart. This is going to show you your altcoins to Bitcoin. This is the alt season, right? You can see back here, we had our top, and then we drug all the way down, right? And then we had our bull run, and then we got our top right here. This is November 2021. That's when we got our top. And that's when you see that double top kind of thing on Bitcoin when we do this. And we've just been tracking down ever since. Nice little fallen wedge happening right here. You can see the indicators. This is the low that has been on the RSI. The MACD is all the way down here at the bottom. So I'm expecting this, dude, to flip any minute now, any day now.
November,
like we are low. We are way over.
November 2025 is going to be epic for alts, and I think so. That's going to be the year-end rally of like the euphoric stage. I think Bitcoin at that point is at 270,000 to 60 to 220, something like that in November. And euphoric stage is probably December, and then boom, toppy after that. I think the blow off top is like that. Let's go.
Yeah, it'll look something like that, man. We'll just spike up, dude, and altcoins will be running, ripping ass, dude. It's only going to be for 6, 7, 8 months, maybe 6 months. I don't know how much time we got now. February, March.
Using 70 months. Using 76x leverage on days like that will be something Siri will be doing again with small amounts, but I will be going absolutely ballistic at some point. But don't you miss those days? I'm ready for those days, bro. We wake up.
Me too.
And you're looking at the phone and you're just like, oh yeah, up another, it's like, come on, bro.
Bro, we were calling each other like 5 times a day, bro. Did you get in on this? Did you get in on that? Like, insane, dude. It was so much fun. We're going to get that again, yo.
I hope so.
We're going to get it again.
If they took that away from us with Pump Fun, I'm going to smack the shit out of the creator of Pump Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like all the tokens. It was fun at first, man, but now it's like I'm just fucking tired of hearing about fucking tokens on Pump Fun, dude.
Yeah.
Like, stop it, y'all. Stop it, man.
Yeah, I had my fill, and I think you stuck your flag in the ground with Cook, and I did too, only because I saw Shred was absolutely obsessed with it, and I was like, okay, there's got to be something here. And then I was like, all right, cool. And then it just so happened with the crypto Twitter thing that when those two started working together, I was like, and my liquidity pool is still open. It's a dynamic. So I think it just automatically reinvests in the pool. Yeah. So I'm happy with that. I mean, it got brutalized with the market structure the other day, but I didn't sell shit. I didn't take anything out. I'm letting it sit there and chill. But I think that a lot of people are going to come into Cook and CT because they're just tired. They're getting tired of freaking gambling with these shit coins. And you got more and more celebrity coins starting to come out. I mean, you got to be careful, guys. If you're in Solana and you're playing around with Pump Fun, we don't want to sound like your boomer parents telling you to be careful, but I'm telling you, bro, you're better off finding a coin that might pump and dump in the short term, but at least there's like 150 to 200 people that are obsessed with the coin, and they're like, nah, we love this coin community. At least you have that solid base of community, and then you can meet a couple of friends while you're all losing your ass. If the market tanks, you all losing your ass together at least, or when it pumps, you're all enjoying it together. That's a little more fun than these shitters.
Yeah, much more fun, dude. Real quick, liquidation heat map. Sierra, a lot of liquidity to the upside, man. A lot of people are short right now. So that's a good thing to see. Let them get wrecked. That is on the weekly. So that's like the, bigger scale of it. So, I mean, there's potential. We got a little bit of liquidity down here below us.
Right at 101
so
above
we'll
us.
See. But, I mean, that is a lot of liquidity, dude. Market makers want that liquidity. And one more thing that I found that I think you're going to like is, whale orders, bro. Look at this. This is pretty interesting, man. This is showing different levels where there are big orders here. So you got a buy order at 96.4 for 3.99 million, 41 Bitcoin. These are different ones, man. So it's kind of like the liquidation heat map, but you're seeing where the sell and the buy orders are.
One thing about this you got to take with a grain of salt. This is kind of like a level 2 chart, which level 2s, these assholes can create orders and they don't mean shit. Like, in other words, just because an order is created.
Yeah. Oh, they're just doing it for the hell of it. Yeah.
They could do it so it shows up on this chart just to F with you. So the level 2s, I thought I discovered something great in stocks. I was like, oh, level 2s. And then I realized,
know how to read it. Yeah.
Yeah, they can put an order there, and then 5 minutes later they can delete the order, cancel the order. And I'm like, well,
so if anybody wants to read into it, it tells you that down here. It'll tell you to watch out for that stuff because it can be a fake out. So see, like, be careful, as it could be a trap. You just have to know what to look for and what not to look for. But if you're watching something like this, you'll see the orders come in and off the screen. Like right here, this guy bought literally the top. This was a large buy at 98.3, 4.88 million. He bought that order at the top. That had to hurt, dude. That had to hurt. Look at that. So there's legitimate buys in here. There's legitimate buys and sells in here, but you just got to know what to look for. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
It's cool to see the levels, though. I do like the fact that you see the psychology of even if they're trying to fake you out, at least they're showing you what they're looking at. Look at all that. Look at all those sell orders. What? I mean, come on, man. Look at that shit, top, dude. Come on, bro. Some that's like
to see where the gap starts coming in.
Look at Fink trying to keep the price down. Look at Fink. Got all them sell orders in there to just scare you. There's a gap. Look at that gap. Where's that?
Gap between 140. That's 140 to 143. It's about the biggest gap that I saw.
Crazy.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting, man. I stumbled upon it. But yeah.
All right, so the infamous
anyways, guys,
the Crypto Remora chart, real quick. Our bull run chart.
Yeah. That's right.
One last chart, you guys. We got to keep tabs on our overheat chart, which I'm sure it's not even close because we're just chilling.
No, it's not. It is probably not, but it does allow for the RSI to kind of cool down, man. We're going sideways like that, so I'm okay with that.
Excuse me.
I thought you were going to be a little more impressed with my chart that I found.
I do like it. I get depressed because the level 2s, I got so happy when I discovered level 2s, and then I realized that
no, not that chart.
Oh, okay. Which one?
No, not that
one. Your W
the layover that I found.
No, I like the fractal. Yeah. The W. I meant to say this earlier, by the way. The W pattern that you pointed out, I love seeing that W pattern because Bitcoin always has that W pattern and has a little tail, and then we always run up. So I actually really did like that chart. I just didn't say anything. Right. Yeah, that W is a very bullish pattern.
All right, y'all. This is our chart. I messed around a little bit with it. I just measured out from that break point that we were at back here to the top, and I just kind of laid it over here, laid it on there, and then I just pulled it to the top there. That is, I actually have it. You can see where that yellow kind of goes through the corner there, or where the blue kind of goes through the corner there. And I did the same thing here. That's at 238. You know what I mean? So
that's close to my 275.
Just having
baby.
Some fun here. Yeah, just having some fun here. But yeah, we're not even close, man. We're actually coming back to retest that signal line on the MAC or on the RSI, and also that area of support here.
I gotta zoom in on this bad boy. Shit, dude, we got plenty of time, bro.
This is gonna happen fast, dude. Look at this. I know it's
we're
gonna
good
happen
right
fast,
now,
dude.
bro.
We're yeah. How many months is
this? The run when it happens is gonna be fucking nuts. This is where winter. These holiday season, bro. No, October, November, December. After Halloween, okay? After Halloween of this year. Just hold on to your ass, bro. Between that, I'm looking for this summer is going to be okay. I think we'll have a little bit of shit come out, AI and whatever. But dude, I think the blow off is October, November, December, bro. I'm feeling it. That's what it should have been in 2020. It happened in 2021. 2024 is the halving. 2025 is the year after the halving. I'm feeling it, man. Everything, the stars are aligning, literally.
So much. Yeah, this looks so much like 2017. It's not even funny, dude. Like, just the step sideways, like the step up and then the sideways, dude. Shit. Step sideways. That, I mean, it looks so much like 2017. And then the remember I said parabolia the other day? That's not a
parabolia. Word. Yeah, parabolia.
What is the word of
parabolic? Parabolic word, is the word.
Parabola. The parabola
that's
is here. No, parabola is real. The parabola is real, I believe. I think so.
I never heard that.
I think so. Parabola, yeah. But yeah, if you shut up, serious. Guys, I like to make up my own words, man. I'm pretty sure it's a word.
Parabolia.
Parabolia. That sounds like a disease or something.
That's a fucking parabolia. Yeah, it does sound like a disease. But you know what? That step pattern you're saying, look at that, dude. That's probably October, November, December, man. That's Pico time.
Crazy.
I love that. I love this chart. See, this is the chart that brings you back home.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, and then I just have it laid over here. Yeah, it's going to be October, November, I think, man. And if we're looking at this, and this looks identical, dude. This was just absolutely stupid. But if you look at this, compared to 17, I mean, it's right on the money, dude. It's right on the money. And we had that sideways. I mean, look right here. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit. If you look here, I mean, look at that sideways. I mean, the wick, the body, the wick, or the wick body, that's all just sideways, man. We don't really go anywhere right there. I think that's just kind of what's happening now, man.
It looks exactly like that. I mean, we had a step up. We had, like you said, 2 step ups, and now we're just in this no man's land where it's just like, okay, nothing's happening, just sideways, bull run might be over. I think that's what it is. Everyone looking at 120 is just like, okay. Again, this is just solidifying what I've been saying. There's no way 120 is going to be the top in the next year or two. No freaking way, dude. I disagree with anyone that says that, and respectfully, but I don't. There's no way that 120 is it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's and then I guess
I'm excited, man.
What are our calls? You're saying 94 and I'm saying 101. Is that what we're sticking with by Thursday?
Yeah, I think we drop down to 94 and then back around 101, 102 by Thursday.
I'm going to say it takes us the next 2 days to get up to 101, 102.
And then back down, or we continue. I think that once we
call
get
that
past
on
102.
Thursday.
Yeah, I think once we get past 102, man, we continue up. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. But I like that, man.
It's kind of boring, guys. Sorry we didn't have much exciting stuff to go, but there's not a whole lot to, sometimes weeks like this, you just have to remind yourself, patience, man. You got to be patient. It sucks, but you got to be patient, man. It's going to be worth it. If you're here now and you're new to crypto, consider this from now till October your last chance to buy before this last euphoric run, in my opinion. I don't know. You got to do what you want, but that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, man. All right, dude. I'm gonna pick this.
I got to get back.
Yeah, not too many views out today.
No, sentiment's shit, dude. Sentiment is shit. But you guys that are watching, tuning in, hang in there. It's gonna get better. It's gonna take. The good news is we are accumulating. Trump, Fink, they're all accumulating Bitcoin right now, and that's why you're having sideways boring shit go on, because the whales don't want to pay a lot of money for it. They don't want that. So the good news is, rest assured, the whales are scooping and they are buying. So it's nothing is really fundamentally changed. Just be patient.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if I could get that freaking thing up, but get up with the boy, man. I'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, man.
Right? Thursday night, you guys. Wes, wrap this out.
Yep. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see y'all on Thursday. Make sure you're following Sierra at Sierra Crypto. Make sure you're following me at Crypto MacGyver, and both of us at the Crypto Remora. And until next time, much love. Peace out. I did that backwards. Whatever.